Chapter 1: The Discovery. In a small village nestled between rolling hills and vast meadows, lived a young girl named Alara. With her bright green eyes and a head full of wild auburn curls, Alara was known for her adventurous spirit and insatiable curiosity. Every day after school, she would explore the edges of her village, always looking for something new and exciting. Little did she know, her life was about to change in the most magical way. One sunny afternoon, Alara ventured further than she had ever gone before. The village elders often spoke of an ancient forest beyond the hills, a place said to be filled with wonders and secrets. Most villagers dismissed these stories as mere legends, but Alara felt a strange pull towards this mysterious place. Determined to uncover its secrets, she set off with a backpack full of supplies and a heart full of courage. As she climbed the last hill, Alara's breath caught in her throat. Below her lay the enchanted forest, its trees towering and majestic, their leaves shimmering with an ethereal glow. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and a gentle breeze whispered through the branches, as if welcoming her. Chapter 2: The Talking Animals. Alara descended into the forest, her senses tingling with excitement. She walked along a narrow path, the ground soft and mossy under her feet. Birds with feathers of every color imaginable flitted from tree to tree, singing melodies that seemed almost magical. Suddenly, she heard a rustling sound nearby. Turning around, she saw a rabbit, but not just any rabbit. This one had sparkling blue eyes and a tiny golden crown on its head. "Hello there," the rabbit said, much to Alara's astonishment. "I am Reginald, the Rabbit King. Welcome to the Enchanted Forest." Alara blinked in surprise, but quickly regained her composure. "Hello, Reginald. I'm Alara. How is it that you can talk?" Reginald chuckled softly. "In the Enchanted Forest, all creatures have the gift of speech. It is a place of magic and wonder, where the impossible becomes possible." As they walked deeper into the forest, Reginald introduced Alara to many other talking animals: a wise old owl named Ophelia, a mischievous squirrel named Squeaky, and a graceful deer named Luna. Each had their own unique stories and personalities, and Alara felt an immediate bond with them all. Chapter 3: The Hidden Village. Alara's new friends guided her through the forest, showing her its many wonders. They came upon a sparkling river where fish with iridescent scales swam, and a meadow filled with flowers that glowed in the dark. But the most astonishing sight was yet to come. Reginald led Alara to a hidden clearing, where a village of tiny, mushroom-shaped houses stood. It was the home of the forest folk, a community of magical beings who lived in harmony with nature. The forest folk were tiny, no taller than Alara's knee, with wings that shimmered like dragonflies and clothes made of leaves and petals. "Welcome to our village," said a forest folk elder named Eldora. "We have been expecting you, Alara." "Expecting me?" Alara asked, puzzled. "Yes," Eldora replied with a gentle smile. "The forest has a way of calling those with pure hearts and adventurous spirits. We have much to show you and much to teach." Chapter 4: The Ancient Prophecy. Alara spent her days learning from the forest folk, who taught her about the magic that flowed through the enchanted forest. She learned to understand the language of the trees, to communicate with animals, and to harness the natural magic around her. She felt a deep connection to this magical world and its inhabitants. One evening, as the sun set and the fireflies began to glow, Eldora gathered the villagers and Alara around the great oak tree in the center of the village. "It is time to tell you of the ancient prophecy," Eldora announced. The villagers listened intently as Eldora spoke. Many generations ago, a prophecy was foretold of a young girl with a heart full of courage and a spirit of adventure. This girl would come to the enchanted forest and help protect it from a great danger. Alara's heart raced as she listened. Could she be the one the prophecy spoke of? "Eldora," she said, her voice trembling slightly, "what is this great danger?" Eldora's expression grew serious. "There is a dark force that seeks to destroy the enchanted forest. It feeds on fear and negativity, and it grows stronger each day. We believe you are the one who can help us fight it." Chapter 5: The Dark Force. Alara felt a mixture of fear and determination. She knew she couldn't turn her back on the enchanted forest and its inhabitants. "What can I do to help?" she asked. Eldora took Alara's hand and led her to a hidden cave at the edge of the village. Inside, the walls were lined with ancient runes and symbols. At the center of the cave was a pedestal with a glowing crystal orb. "This is the heart of the forest," Eldora explained. "It holds the magic that sustains our world. The dark force seeks to corrupt it. You must take the heart of the forest to the sacred grove, where its power can be restored." Alara nodded, understanding the gravity of her mission. "I will do whatever it takes to protect the enchanted forest." Reginald, Ophelia, Squeaky, and Luna volunteered to accompany Alara on her journey. Together, they set off into the depths of the forest, guided by the light of the crystal orb. Chapter 6: The Journey Begins. The journey to the sacred grove was fraught with challenges. The deeper they went into the forest, the darker and more foreboding it became. Strange shadows lurked among the trees, and eerie whispers filled the air. One night, as they set up camp, Reginald kept watch while the others slept. Suddenly, he heard a rustling sound. Before he could react, a dark, shadowy figure lunged at him. Reginald shouted a warning, waking Alara and the others. Alara grabbed the crystal orb, and its light intensified, repelling the shadowy figure. "We must keep moving," she said, her voice steady. "The dark force is getting stronger." With renewed determination, they pressed on. Along the way, they encountered many trials: a raging river that Luna helped them cross, a labyrinth of thorny vines that Ophelia guided them through, and a treacherous mountain pass where Squeaky's agility proved invaluable. Chapter 7: The Sacred Grove. After many days of travel, they finally reached the sacred grove. It was a serene and beautiful place, with ancient trees that seemed to touch the sky and a tranquil pond at its center. The air was filled with a sense of peace and magic. Alara approached the pond, holding the heart of the forest. As she placed the crystal orb in the water, a brilliant light erupted, illuminating the entire grove. The dark shadows that had been pursuing them dissipated, and the forest seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. "You have done it, Alara," Eldora's voice echoed through the grove. "The heart of the forest is restored, and its magic will once again protect our world." Chapter 8: The Return Home. Alara and her friends returned to the village as heroes. The forest folk celebrated their victory with a grand feast, and Alara was honored for her bravery and determination. As the festivities continued, Eldora approached Alara. "You have proven yourself to be the hero of the prophecy, Alara. The enchanted forest is forever grateful." Alara smiled, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. "I couldn't have done it without my friends," she said, looking at Reginald, Ophelia, Squeaky, and Luna. "We did this together." The next day, it was time for Alara to return to her village. As she said her goodbyes, Eldora handed her a small, intricately carved wooden box. "This is a gift for you, Alara. Inside, you'll find a piece of the heart of the forest. It will always remind you of your time here and the magic you helped protect." Alara hugged her friends one last time and began her journey back home. As she climbed the hill and looked back at the enchanted forest, she felt a sense of peace and wonder. She knew she would always carry the magic of the forest in her heart. Chapter 9: The Legacy of the Enchanted Forest. Back in her village, Alara shared her incredible adventure with her family and friends. At first, they were skeptical, but as Alara opened the wooden box and revealed the glowing crystal fragment, their doubts melted away. Word of Alara's journey spread throughout the village, inspiring others to explore the world around them and believe in the magic that lay within. Alara became a storyteller, sharing tales of the enchanted forest and its wonders with anyone who would listen. Years passed, and Alara grew into a wise and respected leader in her village. She often visited the enchanted forest, where she was always welcomed with open arms by her old friends. The bond she had formed with the magical world remained unbroken, and the heart of the forest continued to shine brightly. Alara's story became a legend, passed down through generations. The village thrived, and the enchanted forest remained a place of wonder and magic, protected by the bravery and kindness of one extraordinary girl. And so, the legacy of the enchanted forest lived on, a testament to the power of courage, friendship, and the belief that even the smallest person can make a difference.